Now, beginning with the name that this foreign company may be registered with, these foreign companies will have two options: that they can be registered in Kenya by their foreign name. They could be registered in Kenya by their foreign name, or they could be registered in Kenya by a new name. So if this company were from, let's imagine a company that is Chinese, now that there's a lot of Chinese presence in Kenya, that we have this company from China called Wu Limited. Now, Wu Limited may come to Kenya and be registered under its existing foreign name, Wu Limited, by which it shall be carrying on business in Kenya. It also has a second option where they could abandon their foreign name and get a new name that is the name that will be registered for its operations in Kenya. So these two options are present. We have found this to be the most desirable option, that these foreign companies, they continue to use their foreign names as the names by which they would wish to be registered with in Kenya, for good reasons. That if this foreign name is a popular name, it's a notorious name, then that name comes already with a lot of goodwill. If this company is already known for some good things, for some good work, for some good products or good services that they are offering to their customers, then it would be wise for that foreign company to come and register and proceed on carrying on business with its foreign name to preserve the good aspects of that name. It will save it a lot of advertising that it may need to do if it were to be registered under a new name. But for purposes of the legal requirements, these two options are available to this company to register by. Now, the registration process. These foreign companies, before they commence operations in Kenya, they are required to register by the registrar under that division, under that category of foreign companies. And there will be some specific documentation. There will be specific documentation that this company must present to the registrar before the registration is done. These documents will include the following. We will need a copy notices, who is authorized to receive notices, on behalf, who is authorized to receive notices on behalf of the company. This is very important, and we shall make reference to it when we talk about the service of notices and proceedings to this company, that in the event that we need to give notices or to give any to serve any process to this company, then the company will have identified in part of the documentation that we present to the registrar during registration, identifying the name of the person and their address who is authorized by this company to receive notices on behalf of this company. Now, this person must be a person resident in Kenya, must be a person living in Kenya. We will also need to present to the registrar notice of address, notice of address of the registered office, notice of the registered office of the company, notice of the registered address of the company. This is both in Kenya, and in the country of origin, both in Kenya and in the country of origin, both in Kenya and in the country of origin. So once this application for registration has been made and all this relevant documentation has been prepared and presented to the registrar, then the applicants for registration will be paying the requisite fee. And the registrar now looks into these documents for compliance, that once the registrar is convinced that this company has complied with the provisions of the law relating to the registration of foreign companies, they will register the company and issue a certificate of incorporation, Now, there is something special about this certificate of incorporation that is issued to foreign companies that I would wish to bring to your attention. That once the registrar is registering a foreign company and they are convinced that the documentation is very much in order and they are registering the company, the certificate ought to have a distinction or has a distinction that identifies this company on the face of the certificate as a foreign company. For instance, the certificate of incorporation issued to these companies will have a unique identifying number that identifies this company as a foreign company. So just by looking at the certificate of incorporation, you are able to tell by that unique identification number a local company from a foreign company incorporated in Kenya. The certificate of incorporation issued to these foreign companies may also or will also be including the date of incorporation in Kenya and the date of incorporation in the foreign country or in the country of origin. So by looking at such features, then from the certificate, we are able to tell that the certificate of this foreign company has that unique identification feature, number that identifies it to be that of a foreign company. And then as far as the dates are concerned, we will have the certificate bearing the date of registration in Kenya as well as the date of registration in that other foreign country or the country of origin. So these are the provisions relating to the registration, the facts relating to the name that we can possibly adopt, matters relating to the documentation that we must present, and the appearance of the certificate that shall be issued by the registrar of companies. I now want to discuss these other realities about foreign companies. The power to hold land and create charges. The power to hold land and create charges. The power to hold land and to create charges. Now, with the repeal of the old Companies Act, companies that are registered in Kenya as foreign companies now have power to own property just as other local companies would be able to. So these companies, they can